things look a little different this year, don't they? I can't believe, honestly, like a whole year has passed since I've made a video like this. It doesn't feel like a whole year has passed, but at the same time I feel like multiple years have passed because I have just like lived a lot of life. I was in a totally different spot last year, just like mentally, my thoughts on like my life, and I was like really struggling. When I took that trip home last year and made this YouTube video, I was really struggling. Now, here I am, living on a lake. Like, I honestly think, like, if I had someone tell me last year, like, oh girl, like 1 year from now when you make the recap video of like, you've been doing business for now 6 years, like I've been doing this for 6 years, and you're gonna be living on a lake, I'd have been like, no, absolutely the heck not, no. I did not think this dream was gonna become a reality this soon in my life, and I'm just so grateful for it. Like, do you guys see like the leaves changing? This fall here is gonna be absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. But I wanna actually go out and grab a bullet coffee. It's starting to get a little bit chillier here in Alabama in the mornings, okay? It's gonna be like 78, which honestly like 78 is so perfect. But we've been still like rocking in like the 80s. So in the mornings, it's been like cool, 50s, 60s, and then it rises up. But it's like perfect weather for a chai or a matcha warm. I'm a big iced person, but 'tis the season for warm drinks. While we wait in this long line, I've honestly never been to Bullet Coffee when it's been this crowded. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Epidemic Sound. So if you guys have watched any of my other videos in the past, you've probably heard me mention Epidemic because I have been an ambassador with them for 3 years at this point. Like, they're such an amazing company. I love their platform, and today's sponsorship is a little bit different. So we're not just going to be talking about like the features and stuff and like how to use Epidemic Sound. No, we're going to talk about their community program. And you guys know I love sharing information about like making money as a creator, affiliate marketing, sponsorships. Hold on, I gotta place my order. Hi, good, how are you?
Good, what can I get for you?
Can I get a large matcha latte with almond milk?
You want that iced or hot?
Hot, please.
You're all set.
Awesome, thank you. As I was saying, I've tried to be very transparent with the money that I'm making, how I'm making it, and really just like helping you guys become full-time creators, create a life you love, doing what you love. It's like literally on my shirt. I am just like so incredibly passionate about this. And with Epidemic's community program, like, you guys, I'm gonna dive too far into it. So we are gonna talk about that here in a second. In this video, I do wanna talk about the future of Cathrin Manning, where the heck I'm going, like my 6-year mark here with my brand, 5 years of having a YouTube channel. A lot has happened over those years, but really I wanna focus on the future. What's next for me? Awesome, thank you so much. You too. Birds are chirping outside. So nice, so nice. It like reminds me of spring, even though it's fall. Am I the only person that like honestly loves spring so much more than fall? Like I feel like people go crazy over fall. Spring is my time. Wow, that is so hot. That is so delicious, but that is so hot. Oh man. Okay, so we're just gonna chat here in my car because my house is currently in renovation zone, as you guys know, and I actually have people there right now working on the house. Like big things are happening right now at the house, but it's a lot of banging, it's a lot of noise, and it's just not the perfect environment for filming a YouTube video like this. So, the future of Cathrin Manning. Wow, how long have you guys been following me? Like, honestly, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, how long have you been following me? Because my brand has gone through a lot of pivots, I would say. But honestly, like, very strategic, small pivots. I have followed other people on social media where they make, like, really harsh pivots. And it's like, now we're jumping over here, we're jumping over there, and we're jumping over here. And sometimes I don't think it can be, like, that productive if you're constantly doing those jumps, where I feel like I do like tiny little jumps. And then this year I made a big jump with really switching my content. Oh man, like I started this year being like Cathrin Manning 2.0, and I was like changing my branding, and I changed like the font that I include on my thumbnails, and I changed my content, and I took down a few a decent bit of my paid products and stuff. I decided to stop coming out with merch because I want to go a different direction with it. I want to take it in-house, and I will actually show you guys my studio space. That's how we'll like end this video when I go home, because that will be like a nice quiet space. And yeah, I don't know. Like, no, I do know, okay? Because I actually got this comment on an Instagram Q&A, and I mentioned it in a podcast episode, and I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit here. So I haven't obviously been that consistent with my YouTube channel here recently, and I had someone say, like, how can YouTube not be your priority when it's your job? And I understand exactly where that comment is coming from. Like, I get it. I totally get it. But I have built up my YouTube channel and my brand to a point where YouTube doesn't necessarily have to be a priority for me. Like, I can take time off and my brand is still going to make me money. Like, I'm going to be doing just fine, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. Like, I had my years of hustling my butt off to get my brand to this point, and like, this was always my goal, because I've been there. Like, I've been in credit card debt, like tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, and I've been in the spot where I couldn't be there for family and I couldn't be there for friends, and I never wanted to be in that position ever again. Like, I wanted to create a brand for myself that allowed me to have the flexibility to up and go if my family needs me. And if you guys listen to the podcast, you would know, like, I did that for my sister. Like, when she needed me, I was just like, okay, like, stop everything. Like, my sister needs me. And I went to her, and I have always wanted to get here. So I understand how it's confusing as a viewer when YouTubers don't prioritize YouTube, because honestly, like, I follow a lot of YouTubers that have taken a step back from YouTube, and it makes sense to me because I'm in the thick of it. Like, I understand where they're at, and I also think that comes along with just doing this for a while. Because if you're like first now, just getting started with your brand, like, I remember when I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I am like a year in. I wish I was 2 years in. I wish I was 3-4 years in, because that expertise and that like time under your belt does mean something. And now that I'm here, it's like the saying, like, the days go slow, but the years go fast. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years. I just don't even understand what the heck has happened. But how the heck I have been able to do that, like, build up these passive income streams and stuff, you guys. For one, affiliate marketing, okay? And we're gonna talk about Epidemic's community program right now. With Epidemic Sound, as you guys know, I am an ambassador of it. So I do sponsorships and stuff with them. I'm going to Sweden with them. I'm going to Sweden with Epidemic Sound. I'm like still not over it, and I won't be over it until I'm like there, and even then I'll get back and I won't be over it. But like, I am an ambassador with them. I've been working with them for a while, and we have like a sponsorship, what am I thinking of? Relationship together, but I am also an affiliate of Epidemic Sound. So with their community program, okay, you can go to epidemicsound.com/community and check it out, and it's going to give you more information. But basically, if you are a member of Epidemic Sound, you can join their community program. You can become an affiliate. This is like, oh, this is so cool. This like gets me giddy, because like, I love saving money so much, and I know you guys, like, if you're getting started, you don't have a ton of money to invest back in your business. So with each referral, okay, you get a month free off of Epidemic Sound. All you need is 12 referrals, and you have a whole year off of Epidemic Sound. Like, you're not paying anything. It's free. Epidemic Sound is free. Now, that's if you're using just like the starter plan, okay? If you're using more so the commercial plan, you only get $15 off a month, but still, that's something. Like, that definitely adds up over time. But then, okay, when you hit those 12 people, you become an ambassador, which means you get a free subscription. You get a 50-50 split on all referrals going forward. So with Epidemic Sound, the personal plan is $15. So that means that every month someone is paying $15, you get $7.50 every single month. If someone signs up for the commercial plan and they're paying $49 every single month, you get $24.50 every single month. And that stacks on top of each other, you guys. Like, that really can turn into an absolute powerhouse for your business, and something that is totally passive. All you need to do is include your affiliate link like in the description of your videos, or if you have a blog, like if you have a tools or resources or just like links page on your blog, you just need to like set it there and leave it. that's honestly what I do within my videos. Like, yes, I work with Epidemic Sound and I do have a sponsorship with them, and I specifically include extra links then, but in the description of every single one of my videos is a link to Epidemic Sound, sharing the copyright-free music and sound effect platform that I use for my YouTube videos, because that's honestly a question I get a lot. And even before I was a creator, I would look at the creators that I watched that like weren't even talking about becoming a YouTuber or becoming a creator, and I would see like, okay, what is like the camera gear and stuff that they're using, and like what links do they have in their description? And quite honestly, a lot of them were using Epidemic Sound, and I ended up getting started, and I have absolutely loved this platform. And now I'm at the point where I am an ambassador and I have a sponsorship with them, and I have for the last 3 years. Like half of my lifetime in my business, I have been working with Epidemic Sound, and that's just so crazy cool. So if you guys are interested, honestly, I'm going to link to the community program down below if you guys want to check it out. You just have to be a member of Epidemic Sound. And if you already are, and if you're already paying the $15 a month or whatever plan you have, if you've got the commercial plan and you're paying more, just sign up for it. Start including your link and see what's going to happen, because like you could get a free subscription to Epidemic Sound in the future just by referring other people to this amazing platform. So anyways, my future, because you're sitting on the edge of your seat and you're curious what the heck is the next thing for Cathrin Manning. Yeah, no, I wonder the same thing too, because for all of my life, like I've been working towards a lake house. All of my life. Like I have wanted this since I was a kid. And it was funny, I went back to Pennsylvania for a friend's wedding. We have been very, very close since middle school. Like we were best of friends in high school, and she was like asking me, she was like, life update, like what the heck's going on? And I was like, I bought a lake house. And she was like, you've been talking about this forever. And I'm like, yeah, like I've been talking about this forever. Like you guys have heard me talk about it here, but you've only been in my life for like 6 years, maybe like 1 year. I don't even know how long you've been here. This has been a dream of mine forever. And now that I'm here, I am kind of at the point where it's like, okay, well, what's next? And this house is going to be a lot of work. Let's not like, this house is like not over, obviously. Like there's still a ton of work to be done here. And I just know like the projects are going to be never ending with this house, but I don't know, part of me like doesn't know. Like, is that crazy? Like, I know I'm going to continue to renovate this house. Like that's going to be the future of Cathrin Manning. It's still going to be my content for a while. I do want to share more business stuff again, like I used to. And as I am like launching my website, like relaunching my website again, I'm going to share that when I create like my studio space and I'm taking merch in house and I'm going to end up leveling up my business so much in the house that I'm in right now. And I'm really, really excited for that phase, because I took a while off of like creating any products and like even like working on my book. Like I started working on my book and then I stopped it because this house has been like really consuming my life and it's just been a lot. I'm excited to get back to stuff like that. So I think like what's next for me is launching a book. I really want to launch a book, you guys. I really do. I just gotta get back to writing it, and it will come. Buying more houses and renovating them. It's been a lot of work. I've learned a lot, and I just like, I've always been interested in real estate and interior design, and I knew I would love a project like this, and now that I'm doing a project like this, I am excited to do more. So I don't think that'll happen for another like at least year. I think it's gonna be longer than that, honestly, because I got so much left to do with my house, but I know that's definitely the future for me. I want to bring merch in-house and come out with different merch and stuff in the future. I think I'm going to do a lot more traveling, and I would love to share that with you guys. This year has been a pretty travel-filled year with like going to New York a couple of times. I've been to Texas a few times, North Carolina. That's like pretty common for me because that's where my family is. Pennsylvania. But even traveling with brands this year, that's something I've never done because my blow-up happened during COVID, and obviously all travel stopped. So now that traveling has like restarted again, I'm traveling with brands, and that's really, really cool. And I want to share that with you guys. Like as I continue to level up, like do you guys remember my videos where it was like 0 to 50,000 subscribers, 0 to 100,000 subscribers? When I created those, I'm waiting until I hit 500,000 subscribers, and I want to create another video like that. But I just want to continue to share my journey here on this channel of how I'm doing the things that I'm doing and how my brand has shifted over the years because like last year, you guys, like my brand, how I made money last year is different from how I'm making money this year. In terms of like the split of like 50% coming from AdSense and 50% coming from affiliate marketing, like it wasn't 50, like anyways, the split is like so dramatically different this year, and like how I'm making that shift to allow me to like take some time off and to not upload as much. Like it's interesting how your brand can dramatically change as a creator, intentionally or unintentionally. And intentionally, I have wanted to not put as much focus on AdSense making me money as sponsorships and affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing and AdSense has always been like top up there for me. Like they've been pretty much hand in hand, but I have been shifting that a little bit. So like I share every month like what I'm making from AdSense, but I haven't shared like what I'm making in a month. And it's so interesting to see. And at the end of this year, I'm going to share like a full recap of like how much money I made. I'm going to do like a full breakdown down for you guys like I normally do, but it's exciting. And one of the things I really, really want to do in the future with my brand is focus more on Instagram. So let me share my thoughts with that a little bit. TikTok, I do not even have the app. I have never downloaded the app. It's not for me. I know it would suck my time. I know I would get lost in it. And I am honestly at the point where I don't want my brand to go viral again. I've had that happen and it's a lot. It really is a lot. So if I can have a slow and steady climb from here on out, I'm happy with that. And TikTok, like people are known for going viral and people are very ruthless in the comments over there. And it's not for me. It's not my life. And there are people that have stolen my reels that I've shared on Instagram and have fake TikTok accounts for me. Just know it's not me. It's not me. I only have an Instagram and a YouTube channel. That's it. Follow me over there. So one of my things that I do want to do is shift my focus over to Instagram. Why, Cathrin? Why? Doing sponsorships with YouTube, it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work. Creating YouTube videos is a lot more work than creating a reel, than talking on Instagram stories, than taking a photo for Instagram. Like, yes, it is still a good bit of work. There's still like the concept, like the idea and the execution of it and the editing and all of that. Like there's still a good bit of work that goes into it, but all of my sponsorships have been with YouTube and it's a lot of work. I take a lot of time on it. And when it comes to like the edits and everything else, it makes the process go a lot longer. And with talking with my management team, they only have a few YouTubers. I was their only YouTuber for a very, very long time. And then I actually referred them to another YouTuber. So like, that's so exciting. And they have flat out told me like, Cathrin, you're doing so much more work than our other creators. And it's because the platform requires a lot more. And I would love to build up my Instagram account so that I could get more sponsorships over there and switch where my revenue is coming from, because honestly my revenue is all coming from YouTube right now, and it's important to diversify. It's very important to diversify, and I just think Instagram is gonna kind of be that for me. And for a while there I was putting more focus on Instagram, and then I kind of fell off just because the house has been a lot of work. It's been so much work, and then living in a renovation zone, it's just chaos, and I don't thrive in chaos. So that's something I definitely want to do in this next year for my business, is put more focus on Instagram and hopefully build up a little bit more of an audience over there. I feel like I do a great job with staying active on my Instagram stories, but when it comes to posts, I could definitely be doing better. So that's kind of my focus over there. Otherwise, like me personally, if you guys are just curious, like outside of business, what's in the future for me, I am really focused on saving right now and investing in my property. So I'm trying not to spend as much money on myself. I'm not buying like as many clothes and things that aren't an investment. I would say the main area that I am wasting money right now is food, because I just like, for one, I don't have a kitchen. So I've been grilling and I've been using my air fryer and I've been making breakfast at home every single day. But I do still definitely eat out and have food delivered. So I think that's where I spend, or I would say I like throw away the most money. Otherwise, I'm still heavily investing and saving, because like I know this isn't forever. And that's a question I get asked whenever I do like a YouTube Q&A, like a YouTube topic specific Q&A, is like, okay, well, like what's your plan after YouTube? And like, how long do you think you're going to be a creator? I'm gonna be a creator for as long as it feels right. I think I had a mindset in the past of like, for however long you guys will have me, but now it's more so however long it feels right. And my future is really real estate. I want to buy properties. I want to flip properties, but I want to keep them as rentals. And I have like other business ideas when it comes to real estate that I'm really excited about and I know can be successful. And I think that's really important because like with my brand, I always knew that it could be successful. And when you have that deep belief in yourself, that gets you so incredibly far. So I think that's my future. But otherwise, like obviously I might not be making this money that I'm making right now forever. And I'm just trying to save and set myself up for my future so that if I had to, I could hypothetically retire pretty early. And that's kind of my plan. So now I'm back home. I'm actually editing this video and I realized that in the beginning I said I was gonna like show you my studio space and I totally like wrapped up the video while I was sitting in the car, but I need to show you guys my studio space. I have got this super fun bridge, which I say is super fun, but in reality is a little bit scary because these boards are definitely wobbly and like that one fell through. So this is getting rebuilt. And I do not walk over here often, so don't worry about that. But this, you guys, this is going to be my office. I only shared this once in an Instagram reel, so I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but like this is huge. This thing is absolutely massive, completely unfinished, so the previous owners used it as storage. There's actually, right here, this is just like a makeshift coat rack type thing. So they actually had, when I toured this house and even like closed on this house, they had clothes and stuff that they had just been storing here. There were a few desks, chairs, a nativity scene, like a Christmas tree, very, very miscellaneous stuff here. So they just used it as storage. But I have like since, gosh, like I graduated college, but even then like my first job was like partially remote and partially in the office. So like all I've really ever known is working at home, and I've always worked in my home. And when I toured this house and I saw this space, I was like, oh my gosh, I can have an office outside of my house. Like this is gonna be great. So one of the rooms in the house, you guys know, is like going to be my office. That's gonna be my office for in the house. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that forever, if I'm gonna turn it into something else in the future, or what I'm going to do with that room, but like as of right now, that is going to be my office before this space gets finished, because like this is a decently large project. There's no air conditioning, heating, like HVAC, like there's nothing over here for that. So there is electric over here, so that's good, but I would need some kind of air system in here. I also don't have any windows, like I just have 2 doors on the sides. So the plan is to put 3 dormers on the front. And that's just it's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of work, but otherwise like finishing this off would be really, really easy. Like if I wasn't doing the dormers or anything, this would be incredibly easy. Like just insulate it and it would not be that hard, but I obviously want some sunlight in here. Like if this is gonna be my studio workspace, I want some sunlight in here. So yeah, so glad I finally shared this with you guys. This is like, the future of Cathrin Manning is here, is right freaking here.